So, for my social psychology class, I am reading on pluralistic ignorance. And in my last video, story time, an intro for a chapter on pluralistic ignorance was introduced by the Emperor New Clothes. The Emperor's New Clothes story. And after the story, this is what the chapter commented on. So it's recommended you listen to that story if you're not familiar with it, even just to recap. The emperor and his subjects were victimized twice. First, by the con artists, and second, by pluralistic ignorance. Everyone pretended to see the new clothes because they did not want to look like a fool. So persuasive was their pretense, however, that everyone was convinced that everyone else actually saw the clothes. The emperor and his subjects revealed themselves as fools by their very efforts to prove that they were not fools. The story demonstrates once again that pluralistic ignorance can have serious consequences for the group in which it arises. It also illustrates how pluralistic ignorance can yield serious consequences for the individuals who succumb to it. Despite the public praise they lavish on the clothes, the fact that they did not see the beautiful clothes forced the private realization on each witness that he or she was a fool. The fraud perpetrated on the collective, once revealed, left the members of the collective feeling doubly like fools. The effects that pluralistic ignorance has on self-regard, self-evaluation, and feelings of the individuals experiencing pluralistic ignorance, as opposed to its effects on collective outcomes, are the focus of the present chapter. So I'm just going to say this outright, that wouldn't it be a simpler theory to just say that they were afraid of looking dumb, and therefore they're afraid of speaking out, instead of inventing this new word, pluralistic ignorance? Wouldn't that be a simpler theory? And it goes on with another example about being in the classroom, where supposedly everyone knows the experience that if a teacher asks, "Do you all got it? Do you know what I'm talking about?" and everyone is like, and no one says anything. Supposedly that's an example of pluralistic ignorance, which isn't that really just simplistically people being afraid of looking dumb? So why not just have a theory that says people are afraid of looking dumb, and you could just see simplistically that it is possible people, or I, or someone altogether forming people, are not afraid of looking dumb. And so what we have is a kind of really self-fulfilling prophecy situation, that science is just supporting the norm with inventing these new vocabulary terms like pluralistic ignorance. Science, and specifically science describing and analyzing humans. And people get freaked out, like, I'm not like this. This is not me. I mean, even the scientists themselves, the psychologists, don't even start from the starting point that, okay, I do this, but also see myself that I can not do this, and therefore be a change, So that's why it's recommended that at Destiny you apply the tools of self-forgiveness, self-responsibility, self-honesty, taking your self-power back through responsibility. And we can actually change this world, really, and not invent unnecessary terms or distractions, but really live. So let's do this. Yeah, let's do it. Thanks for watching.